Alright guys, very good evening. We are now in a ramp at Singapore, Changi, and we are going to be pushing back in around 5 minutes or plus. We are yet to request clearance, so I'll let you listen how I request clearance. Yeah, it's not interesting, but some of you would like to know. So we are stand 511 at the cargo apron in Singapore, and we are flying to Johannesburg, Africa. First time I'm flying to Africa, so it's gonna be really interesting. We're gonna be crossing this ocean for a long time. So unlikely ATC will be online, but we hope for the best, don't we? So Singapore delivery is currently processing a clearance, so once he has processed that one, or someone else can request clearance when he's busy, but sure. Romeo. Two what?
Standby clearance number 1, Recap 720.
He's actually processing someone else. I think it's ATC clearance number 2. Yay! Okay, whatever. So we're just gonna wait for that. We have all our checks completed, the security checks, all of that. For our performance, we are waiting for. Actually, we already have our final logic, so let's key that in. 19.4. Okay, so we calculated Toga 1, I believe, and it was 54 as assumed temperature. And we already have our takeoff speeds for flaps 5. So 156, 160. 165? Oh, sorry.
Boleh to my destination Jakarta via Anituan 7 Alpha departure 02 Charlie for 0114 Professor X71. Super Agent, it's a long package current contact for ground for the restricted. Contact noble ground 124.3 Professor X71, thank you for the
Oh my god, anything for delay, yeah? Okay. Is a speed restriction 230 at 4000 for all departures from Singapore, so once you're preparing for departure from Singapore, please do abide by this.
220, Recap 720.
Okay, can we? He's new on the frequency, so he's Xianwei, or how to pronounce it, I don't know. Dual Xinwei or Qingwei, I don't know. Sorry, I'm Anglo, can pronounce it how I want. Then we have Yuli on the ground, nice as usual. 53 minutes online already. This guy's been online for 2 hours, so respect. Singapore delivery, good evening. Singapore 7344, stand 511, request clearance to Johannesburg, information Romeo.
Singapore 7344, Singapore delivery company, information Romeo, correct, stand by ATC clearance number 1.
Okay, we'll let her know by transmitting, but transmitting static. Wow, people going to Sydney. Oh, there's a MD-11 departing. Oh my god, can this mic camera? Oh, we already missed him, right? That's not an MD-11, bro. At least it's Thai. Not you, Thai. I know you're watching. But it's Thailand. Thai. Is it Thai? Thai 101 Delta. Thai Airways, okay. Let's wake up the ground crew.
Singapore 7344, ATC clear.
Singapore 7344, go ahead.
Singapore 7344, clip to Johannesburg. Carlos 1 Alpha departure, squawk 0111.
Cleared Johannesburg via Towers 1 Alpha departure, squawk 0111, Singapore 7344.
Singapore 7344, we met this current, contact Singapore ground 124.3.
124.3, Singapore 7344, good night. Okay, good. That's 122, right? Yeah, 122. 122. My eyes deceive me. Okay, 0111, that's really easy to remember. Good. And we've got more Charlie here. Good. Bing, 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 bong. Check our doors. All manual, so let's put them to automatic. We'll close them ourselves, and we are ready for hydraulic start, so ground crew shall leave the aircraft premises now. Okay. For that, we need to go to ground. Please remove all the personnel from the aircraft.
All personnel, please clear the air.
Thank you, and we'll click here.
Before start, checklist please.
Oh, we haven't requested.
MCP.
Stand by. Two, three, 6, not 3. What am I on about? It's all so quiet. Singapore ground, very good evening. Singapore 7344, stand 551, request pushback. Shoot. I was right with the 3. Why am I doubting myself, bro? If it's quiet, it's quiet. Oh. Hi. So they like for pushback facing south.
715 Singapore ground, I hear you, 5.
That's Yuli.
Singapore 221, taxi Romeo 8, Romeo, Hotel Tango.
Cool. Ground personnel is ready to leave the aircraft. We shall pressurize hydraulics. Always counterclockwise, not what I just did. And we calculated for how much trim up. It was 7.5, so let's set trim.
Ground, hello, Scooter 309 requesting taxi to the gates. Scooter 309, Singapore ground.
Shoot, our takeoff data is going to be invalidated now because
Quebec 1, Defend Charlie 19. That's Whiskey, Quebec 1, and can you repeat the gate again?
but let's do to Charlie. Let's request 02 left.
Charlie 19.
Singapore delivery, Singapore 7344. Request amendment to our departure routing for 02 left, if able.
Singapore 7344 confirm. Requesting for runway 02 left for departure.
Affirm, Singapore 7344.
Singapore 7344, stand by.
A lot of paperwork to change now. But it's honestly like saving, what, 400 kgs of fuel. What's my minimum takeoff fuel weight now? How much fuel? The minimum they need. Okay, so we have around 300 kgs for taxi. which might seem like a lot, but once you put it into operation, it is not much. When we're doing engine start, we need taxi, it goes by really quickly. But seeing how busy Singapore really is right now, we have a few arrivals. It might mean that we have to wait a bit, but I hope we can squeeze in, you know what I mean. We never know. So if Singapore radar or Singapore approach is online, Mikia. And fun fact, I worked on this apron for a bit. I was stand 507. I would dispatch aerologic aircraft. Famously, I watched a recent Air Clips video, and that was the same aircraft that I worked on. It was a not the 9 Victor, what I'm on about. Delta Alpha Alpha Lima Foxtrot. The same aircraft, I tell you. The same circuit breaker pins were installed. EFB, Captain EFB was inoperative, so that's somewhere around at the Echo here. Here. Captain EFB, I think is here. Whatever. It was inoperative, so that's so cool to see. Like I sat on this very seat, but on the aerologic aircraft. So we're running a bit late. I don't know. Let's speed things up. So yeah, should have pushed back 8 minutes ago, but we haven't even got our clearance yet, which is a bit meh. I don't know. Here, who is this? Isaac. Isaac is landing now. Isaac done. Finally! There's a screw.
Singapore 7344 approach isn't. Correction, okay, never mind. Correction, Singapore 7344, it's Taros 1 Echo departure, and the rest of your clearance remains unchanged.
Amended for departure, Taros 1 Echo, 02 left, and rest of clearance remains unchanged for Singapore 7344. Thanks for the help, appreciate it.
Singapore 7344, no problem, and happy flight.
Thank you. Enjoy controlling. It's the same TORAS, so then same takeoff data stays the same. One 165. Okay, let's go to ground.
6 124.16 today, recap 7 to the Passport 871, taxi Romeo, Tango, holding point Tango 12, runway 02 center. Taxi Romeo, Tango, holding point Tango 12, runway 02 center, Passport X71.
Why is this? Oh, that's why. Singapore ground, good evening, Singapore 7344, stand 511, information Romeo, guys, push back.
Singapore 7344, Singapore ground, push back approved to face off.
Push back approved facing south, Singapore 7344.
Singapore 221, contact approach 124.6, bye-bye.
Before start, checklist please.
Okay, MCP set V2 speed 165, heading for, in case engine out, we're going to be doing a heading of 023, 3000 going to be our initial climb, and trim 7 units up. V speed 1V1, 156, V rotate is going to be 160, and V2 is going to be 165.
Completed.
It's gonna be very
Checklist
standard,
complete.
very standard takeoff. We're gonna be taxiing probably via November 2, November Whiskey, Hotel Whiskey 9er, runway 02 left. As briefed. Yeah, nothing really special. Now we just brief it, sorry. You weren't here previously. Okay, starting right engine and then, starting a right engine and then starting left engine in sequence. Funnily enough, when I was in the actual flight simulator and the actual flight sim training device, I put the engine start selector to continuous instead of start, so I got my left and right mixed up, which was pretty funny to the instructor. But yeah, now that we are actually flying now, we better focus up and make it serious.
Singapore ground, Squadron 411 or VC5 for Quebec.
That's Isaac right there. He's been a member of the VAC, Singapore virtual community for a long time. Okay, all pressure is stabilized. Looking nice and very sexy. Wow, look at that. Who's that? Who's that? Who's that? There is a nice. Okay, right engine, stable start, starting left.
Singapore ground, Malaysian 1715 report ready for taxi. Malaysian 715 taxi Tango Hotel Romeo.
All pressure rising. And we'll cross check our weights.
Taxi by Tango, Malaysian 715. Malaysian 715 taxi Tango Hotel Romeo.
Okay, we have to go ahead and start disconnecting the auxiliary power unit.
Malaysian 715 taxi Tango Hotel Romeo. Hotel Romeo
Oops.
via Tango, Malaysian 715. Correct.
One day that button's gonna explode the plane. Self-destruct button. Okay, flight 5 for departure. Flight control check. Full left. Full right. Full aft elevator. And full forward elevator. Flight controls have been checked. X trim 7.5 units up is cross-checked.
Before taxi checklist. Anti-as. Set. Recall. Check. Checked. Flight controls. Check. Checked.
Ground crewmate not yet removed, so
Cleared.
stand by. Hello. Oh yeah, we need to release our parking brake. Set our parking brake, sorry. Too giddy for this flight. Singapore 74, correction, Singapore 7344, November 2, request taxi.
Scooter 7344.
Scooter?
November 2, November, Victor, whole shop, Romeo.
Confirm for Singapore 7344, we're cleared for taxi November 2, November Victor, Hotel Romeo.
Singapore 7344 affirm, November 2, November, Victor, Hotel Romeo.
Confirm Singapore 7344. we're confirming the confirm. I find that so funny.
Cleared. Checklist
Yeah, I
complete.
think that's clear. They're not, bro. Can move visit. Thank you. So what's so special on this clearance that we got? We're going to be taxiing via Victor instead of what is thought going to be November. Oh no, via Whiskey. So instead of Whiskey, we're going to be taxiing via Victor. So it's going to be November 2, November Whiskey, and then we're Hotel. No, November 2, November Victor, Hotel Romeo. It's a bit different. Usually we get taxi via Whiskey. Because there's this high amount of arrivals, I think that we could interfere. Just my thoughts. Thank God Xpilot is not raining for once. Because it always seems like it's raining. Like, I swear.
Collision 715, taxi Tango, report Tango 12, runway 02 center. Begin. Collision 715, taxi Tango, report Tango 12, runway 02 center.
Okay, we're approaching 30 knots, so we'll be very careful. I'd like to be at least like 2 knots away from 30. Because if we get above 30 knots ground speed on the taxi, we get penalized by 100 points deduction, which is very severe. But it's right, you know. We broke the rules, so we deserve to be penalized. I feel like this sim's a bit laggy. Is it going to be a bit challenging to make this taxi turn proper? Okay, we did it. Because we always have to oversteer in this aircraft, you know? Yeah, it's a bit of a sharp turn. I don't think that we were turning like that. Yeah, we definitely have to change some things. It kind of helped, but not really. Oh no, it did help. There you go. Let's keep going. I go weather radar, you go terrain. It's moments like these that really want me to get a motion simulator. Because like to actually feel like all those bumps and grooves. But like that thing's so expensive. I'm gonna have to sell my second kidney already. My second liver. Oh, no, what's the phrase? Kidney, right? Yeah. Oh look, there's actually guys modeled. And girls. We have to be. I stayed for my birthday by here. I think it was my 17th birthday. No, 16th. No, 17th. Yeah, that's right. I stayed on Crown Plaza. My best time ever. I was doing plane spotting. I had a camera that time. I still do. Not even better one, but back then, my first camera I ever got. Kinda need a better graphics card. Yeah, I know. Ugh, It looks so bad now. And let's get this out.
Malaysia 715, contact approach.
I wanted to look at the TOPOR for
4.6. Approach 24 to 3.
oh, sorry, I'm not paying attention. Oh god. Oh god, focus. I'm trying to submit a 402 left. Singapore 7344, request intersection departure, Whiskey 8, TOPOR 3842.
Singapore 7344, thank you for request. With the taxi Victor, Hotel Victor 9.
Weekly taxi Victor, Hotel Whiskey Victor 9 for Singapore 7344. Victor 9 is where? Victor 10, so this Victor 9. No, Victor 9 is here. Okay, so we just had to slam on the brakes there. My bad. That yellow line depicts the point we should hold short. Because obviously this guy needs to Singapore ground. Yuli needs to now contact Singapore approach, file request. Even though it's not really that much. Okay, we have 100 kgs before we have a minimum takeoff fuel. Singapore 7344, it's okay now. We're approaching our minimum takeoff for fuel wise. We can go Whiskey 9.
Singapore 7344, taxi Victor, Romeo, holding point Whiskey 9, runway 02 left.
Taxi Victor Romeo Whiskey 9, opening runway 02 left for Singapore 7344, thanks. Now he has to send another message saying, sorry, this guy doesn't want to go anymore. I feel so bad. Victor Romeo. That's Whiskey 8, that's Whiskey 9.
Singapore 7344, contact approach 124.6.
146 Singapore 7344, thanks for the helps, yeah. Singapore approach, good evening, Singapore 7344, approaching Whiskey 9, runway 02 left for departure.
Singapore 7344, Singapore approach, good evening, holding point Whiskey 9, runway 02 left.
Hold Whiskey 9, and how much for a delay for Singapore 7344?
Singapore 7344, I expect 2 close arrivals.
Roger, we're approaching minimum takeoff for fuel, Singapore 7344.
Singapore 921, turn right heading 270. Turn right 270, Singapore 921. Flight identified, flight level 320. Malaysian
Oh wow.
flight level 320. Level flight 320, Malaysian Soundpack.
Nice one, Bo. Solid.
iPhone 10 right heading 050.
Solid landing, man.
Turn right heading 050, Singapore 955. Singapore 921, turn right heading is 300, descend 3,000 feet.
That's Philippine 507. He has a private pilot's license and is an A321.
Philippine 930, expect late landing clearance.
Oh god. What's going on here? That's not the sun. Oh, that won't mean the sun, the moon.
Philippines 930, expect late landing. Can't hear you. Say again for Philippine 930.
We can't hear you. Oh no.
Philippine 507, taxi Quebec. Taxi Quebec, Philippine 507. Philippines 930, surface 34 degrees 7 knots, runway 02 left, clear to land. Clear to land, runway 02 left, Philippine 930.
That's what he understands. I'm gonna get clearance after the arriving aircraft.
Okay, 344 behind Philippine Airlines Airbus 0 line up, runway 02 left behind.
Behind the landing Airbus behind the landing Philippine Airways Singapore 7344 line up runway 02 left behind. A320.
22, 1 way from 1 to advisory, 122 the small way.
That was an A350.
Singapore 921, right heading 350,
Butterboat, nice shot.
500 feet, clear direct approach runway to left.
350, distance 2,500 feet, that's approach to left, Singapore 921.
Singapore 951, descend 3,000, caution descend 4,000 feet, reduce speed 180 knots. Descend 4,000 feet, reduce speed 180 knots.
Approaching 2 left.
Philippines 507, contact Singapore ground 124 decimal 3. 124 decimal 3.
Wow, frames are dying right now.
On runway 2 left.
I wish there was a way to modify it so the RAAS would say 02 left instead of just 2 left. Frames are terrible. Okay, takeoff time 1429. Wow. We are rather delayed. By 16 minutes. That's fine.
930, whiskey 5, T back.
Oh, as long as this guy's voice. Why is it glitchy?
Okay, whiskey 5, taxi Quebec, Philippine
Takeoff
930.
checklist.
For takeoff checklist complete.
Checklist complete.
Singapore 921 on the collapse of 4 to the left.
Singapore 921, runway to the left, continue approach. BN 150 knots to final.
BN 180 knots to do 4 miles down to Singapore 921.
Singapore 744, service wind 34, 27 knots, climb 3,000, runway to the left, clear for takeoff.
Time 3000, 02 left, clear for takeoff, Singapore 7344. How do you take? Oh!
Philippines 930, contact Singapore ground 124 decimal 3, and be advised traffic ahead of you.
Take off. Thrust squiff. Thrust set. Airspeed live.
Ground 124, decimal 3, Philippine 930. Philippine 930, just to confirm, contact Singapore ground 124, decimal 3.
80 knots. Hold.
Contact ground 124, decimal 3, Philippine 930. Singapore 921, the left heading 350, descend 3,000.
B1. Rotate. Towards 15 degrees. Positive rate. And secure up. LNAV checked. Total FVNAV speed.
Singapore 902, this way 54 degrees, raise to the left, clear to land.
Clear to land, turn to left, Singapore 921.
Singapore 7344, airborne, base 1300 for 3000. Request direct crossbar.
Singapore 7344,
Singapore approach identified, climb flight level 300.
Climb flight level 300, Singapore 7344.
For another 5-1, break off the approaching and turn right heading 80.
Turn right heading 180, Singapore, Navigraph.
For another 5-1, stop and descend at 3,000.
Say again, sorry.
For another 5-1, descend 3,000.
This is 3,000 feet, Singapore, Navigraph.
Flaps 1. Flaps up. Checklist. 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 Checklist.
After takeoff,
But,
checklist. Checklist complete.
Vacate whiskey, turn right whiskey. Vacate whiskey 5, turn right whiskey 100. About 5-1, right heading 220.
Turn right heading 220, Singapore, Navigraph.
Singapore Pilot 21, contact Singapore ground. 450. Contact Singapore ground, Singapore 21, couldn't hear what it said, and you're cutting off for the 0. Roger, Dolia. First X-Bound, climb 72707. Pressure passport 870. Clear climb flight 320. Clear flight 320, X-Bound.
Singapore 7344, any directs?
Singapore 74, then right head 1. Heading 200.
Right, heading 200, Singapore 7344.
No, 87. The monitor advisory 1. With that smaller. Possibly from 1 monitor from 3122 with that smaller. Then right 360, and raise your 2 left.
Right heading 320, clear for Airlines 22 left, Singapore 951.
Singapore 951, right heading 36, clear Airlines runway 02.
Turn right heading 360 and clear Airlines 02 left, Singapore 951.
Okay, so via that quote-unquote direct or track shorting, we managed, I think, to take off with a bit less than our minimum takeoff, min fuel for takeoff. So that's pretty neat. So we would have burned a lot more fuel if we would have done the entire departure route. We'll read you for now much quieter, Singapore 7344.
proceed direct SCT.
The right direct SCT Singapore 7344. Now 5x5.
Thank you.
Why am I still manually flying this, but I'm not flying a 727. Flying one of the technological marvels of this age. The 777. Favorite aircraft by far. Hence, this channel. Your average 777 enjoyer, not your average Airbus enjoyer. God forbid. Bit bumpy. Oh yeah, that's gonna be it for today's video. Hope you enjoyed the departure to Johannesburg. As usual, I always like my departures, even if they're bad. Especially if they're bad, because then you gotta learn. Oh yeah. That's where we departed, Singapore. Off to Africa. Right there. I worked right there. Oh, nice. We should be contacting Unicom now, so once we do that, the video should be well over now. Right. Enjoy your day, or weekend, or whatever it is when you're watching this video. See ya.